Well, all right, some movie and TV talk. Now, you wanted to talk about let's just talk about BMF as a whole, the whole season. We don't have to focus on the season finale. So, my thing I thought was funny, and I know I'm probably skipping ahead, how our girl, the mom, was doing all that sinning and banging inside the hotel room, but she gonna get on the pulpit and talk about sinning.
It's funny how she made him sign the divorce papers, and then as soon as she got that, she said, "Okay, now I'm in God's eye is right. I can do it now."
Right. uh Bad season, by the way, because the show is BMF. I wish I can talk to like the head runners of the show. The show is called BMF. Focus on Big Meech and Terry. All this extra shit was unnecessary, and it was unnecessary bullshit because they are like, okay, well, we got the mom, we got to make them do something. Okay, the daughter, we got to give her something. No, don't focus on them at all. Have them pop in and pop out, and just for if they come in to well, Terry's already there. If he go roll over his mom's house and all that stuff, had a mom and a sister there. You don't have to get him a storyline for what.
Hmm. And all these years, seasons we've been watching BMF, and they never talked about Braxton being this big drug dealer in the streets. Now all of a sudden, he's a big dude in the streets. Him and his daughter.
Right. Exact.
That was a waste of time just bringing that whole story in.
I was about to say, well, who the hell is Braxton? You said
I mean, I
that.
don't know his name. He's
I don't know
Braxton to
his.
me.
Yeah, I don't know his name either. I know who you talking about. Yeah, that was unnecessary. And what she did on this season? What makes you think that she was a big time drug dealer? She really didn't nothing.
And she's supposed to be so street smart, and she's sitting here falling in love with a cop,
Right.
talking about fucking street shit around a cop. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then
Uh
she,
huh.
she kills her dad because her dad called her by her name.
Right.
What was
Mm-hmm.
her name? She had like a stupid name, Henrietta, and she said it's Henry.
Yeah.
That was stupid. And that's some bullshit. That whole
Yeah.
season was bullshit. Even season finale, them in Mexico walking down the fucking desert street. Where the fuck are they at?
Right.
Did they
Right.
sneak across the border or did they catch a plane? Because they should never be in the middle of the desert walking anywhere.
Exactly. And let's get into some color, by the way. What how are these two black guys going to just go to Mexico on they all by they lonely and broker a deal with a Mexican guy like that? They would never get broker no deal with you. You need somebody there to vouch for you.
They would have got it killed as soon as they showed up.
Right. You need somebody there to vouch for you. They'll look at you like you crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, bad season by the way. Focus on next season. Focus on Big Meech and Terry. All this extra shit on the side, no. When Terry go to his mom house, had a mom and sister there, or the dad there, whether if he move out or not, or go over his apartment or something like that. Don't create a storyline for them. So now I guess next season will be the dad going on tour. We don't need to see that.
Did the
The
dad really go on tour?
You mean for
I
real
forget.
or
Or is this some made
oh
up
I
TV
oh
shit?
I don't know. I don't know much about the dad because the only person they ever talked about is the mom.
Hmm.
And I guess she be in church and all that stuff with her two drug dealing, big time drug dealing sons out there that she know that they drug dealers. But you gonna get on a pulpit and talk about sinning,
Yeah.
and you just got banged by a doctor while you was married.
Well, she was I guess separated
Right.
because they signed the divorce paperwork or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, I already called it when this doctor showed up. I said, "Man, he's just trying to hit. He didn't get a hit back in the day. He just want to hit."
Yep.
And everybody talking about, well, the doctor got to go on, like in them comments and stuff, cheering her on and all this. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a woman with three kids, a married woman with three kids, two big old kids.
It was a time where she had to make a decision between uh the husband, Charles, or the doctor. And she chose Charles. So for him to
Hmm.
come back around 30 years later, still talking about, oh, you was the love of my life and all this, and she'd just fall right into the okey doke. All he
Right.
wanted to do was sleep with her. Everybody could see that a million miles away.
Yep. Yep.
And she
Like
talk about building a family with him and falling in love. He like, yeah,
shit.
okay.
Uh-huh. Like
But
shit.
even
You must be
still,
kidding.
from what he said to her in the bed, it made it seem like he still wanted to be with her, but she still
Hmm.
stepped off. I got a fiance. I've been engaged for 2 years, but I just can't marry her because she ain't you. It make it seem like he still want to be with her. But then
Right.
she flips out and just leaves the room.
Mm-hmm. Shit. He just like, look, like you said, I ain't get a chance back then. This is my shot.
Hmm. And
I would
it could be she hurt my feelings and played me back in the day. Now I'm gonna play her.
right. I want to say something too, but
You gotta keep it PG for the fans.
yeah. All right, now let's talk about the Shy. Now, how the hell did your boy sleep with the minister the minister's wife? He barely even talked to her. All of a sudden, she gonna come over to his apartment and drops
Drop
her.
right on her knees. Yep.
Yeah, dropped her.
I said now we got two other characters storyline we got to worry about. Like they didn't need to add this bullshit in the mix. It
That's what they
tripped me
do.
out. It tripped me out that this young fucking high school girl was a producer and fucking manager. The
Uh-huh.
one girl, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know you talk about. Yeah. And boy, and she didn't got an old looking too. Older looking. Not in a bad way. Because when it first started, they was like little kids.
Hmm. And she had the
Boy,
little blowout and stuff, and she was like,
right. Right.
and it seemed like her and that other girl's like real life sisters because they damn sure resemble each other.
You mean what you mean? You mean you mean father's boy, the father's girlfriend and
Girlfriend,
her,
yeah, yeah.
and homeboy and the lesbian girl. They look just like twins.
Now I said that to Shay. I said every time I see her, I think she looked just like Bacardi.
They
Bakari, whatever his name is. I said
they brother and sisters, but she's older than
in
he
real
is.
life.
Yes.
Okay, I thought that because every time she makes certain faces, I say, damn, I see his face in there.
Yep. I'm like, goodness gracious, they look just like twins, but she's like 3 or 4 years older than he is.
Okay.
But that's a whole something they didn't need to add anyway. Now all of a sudden that she want to get her lick on with the girl or whatever,
Hmm.
and it's too much
And,
unnecessary
and and
shit
it's
that be
doing
going on in the show.
and it's so unrealistic too because what's the name was in the exact same boat. Uh, what's the young boy that got the barbecue spot?
Yeah, I know you talking about. I don't know his name.
Remember when he was with his girlfriend and they wanted to try to have an open relationship and see other people? Now that the young kids is doing the same thing.
Right.
He like we should
Hmm.
be able to be if we love each other, we should be able to see other people and have open. And now she said no, she wasn't with it. She had a little tear rolling on her face, and then she's pretty much throwing herself at the bull, the bull girl, whatever you want to call her.
what you call what you call her?
I said the bull girl,
Oh shit, man, that ain't right.
the homie. What you call her? I don't know her name.
Why she gotta be a boy girl
But
and the
what I'm gonna
homie?
call her?
Why can't she a home girl, the girl?
No, it's a whole bunch of girls.
I already know what you're talking about. When you said that she wasn't in a
Everybody knew who I'm
relationship
talking
with.
about. Okay, then and that's what I wanted. I wanted you to know who I was talking about.
Oh, not to mention the other storyline they just added. The gangster boy want to sleep with. Well, they did something in the car, and these girls sure work fast too. Papa's old girl.
Hmm. And she
Na-
didn't really want nothing. She wanted to hang out with Papa and go out and stuff, but she didn't really want to be in a relationship with him. But why are you spending all this time with him? You
Right.
know he's gonna catch feelings.
Mm-hmm. And then gangster homeboy, he show up in there. Now all of a sudden y'all doing the do in the car. He ain't even take you anywhere.
That's how it is. They love them thugs.
Mm-hmm. And Doodow is the only gangster that don't do any gangster stuff. So, like you said, the barbecue dude attempt to kill him, but yet he's still gonna keep him around.
Hmm. I don't think
Oh,
he would.
another scenario. Hold on. Another scenario is our boy Jason
Oh
Williams
shit.
and the old lady and shit. The old lady don't
Hmm.
put it on him. Now he up there laying in her damn house. Now all of a sudden she want to do. She wants him. So she slept with him to try to get. What does she want him to do?
I don't know. I think she's trying to send everybody after Duda though.
Yeah. So what she just gave him herself. Just that's gonna make him commit a crime.
Well, it's stupid because he don't have nowhere to live, so he was sleeping in his car because he broke up with that other girl that he was in love with or whatever. But
Right.
my thing is, my man don't even got his girl no more. So why don't you move back in with him? That's your
Yep.
homeboy. Was that his cousin?
Mm-hmm.
He just got lumped up walking around with a closed eye and shit. Move back in with him. But I guess he made one last ditch effort to get with that girl when she shot him down. He said, "Fuck it, let me go see what's up with old head. Got braids, got a big ass house."
Yep. Uh-huh. And then now you got all right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you always get on me about this, but you doing the same thing too with the Shah. So that goes to show how much attention you pay on it. That you say how I don't know the names of people, but you seem not know the names of people.
Yeah, no, I was just talking fast. His name is Emmett, so I said the barbecue guy just to keep the story going. I know the
No,
names.
then
You
you
don't
just
know the
I
names.
guarantee you, you probably went into the search on
Uh,
IMDb.
I ain't, man. I got this white guy with glasses on my computer, and I don't got my phone.
You did.
Doug, my screen says Doug Evan. I'm for real. I didn't search nothing. His name is Emmett, but I was just saying I called him the
Uh,
barbecue guy because he got the barbecue store.
mm-hmm.
And then I said Bakari. You don't say no names. You should be like this guy, this girl. I know their names.
Who's Amon Shumpert's name on the show?
I don't know his name.
Oh,
Do
okay.
they even mention his name?
Yeah. Well, one thing I gotta say is one positive thing is shout out to our boy Leon, because our boy Leon was in movies. I was in elementary school, and here this guy now. He looks like he's like darn 30 years old.
Now I said the same thing. I said it's now I saw Leon twice in 1 week pop up in a movie and shit. And I said, oh shit, or a TV show. I said, oh shit, here go Leon. This is the second time I seen him this week. That's what's up. He's still getting that bread acting. And still look
Hmm.
young and shit.
Yep. And it's funny too because Hibbert and Mon Shumpert do kind of
Yup,
favor.
yup. And I didn't know he was as tall as him. He damn Amon
Yeah.
Shumpert's gotta be about 6'7",
Yep. I didn't
6'6".
know he was that
And
tall
and
neither.
he right there eyeball to eyeball with him.
Yep. Unless they had him now do you think they had Amon like
Standing on something, somebody like that.
yeah, you know how they do that type of shit, how everybody's kind of like the same height. Maybe
Maybe
that
you could probably Google it or something. I mean, because I know they don't want to have a short ass dad, you know what I mean, and then he all
right.
tall.
Right. And I was like, damn, him and Leon is the same height.
Yep. I said the same thing as soon as I saw it.
Yeah, this show is all over the place.
And it's funny how my man he became like a gamer pro, Kevin,
Yeah.
and they don't even mention him. It's like once somebody leave the show, let's act like he was never here. You would think somebody would say, "Well, damn, how Kevin doing?" You know what I mean?
His sister don't even mention it. No one asks his sister,
It's
and
like
you
he never
see,
existed.
they phase the mom and her girlfriend out.
They didn't show her. They showed the mom, but they didn't show the girlfriend.
Right. Yeah, because when they did the first episode, you know how they talk about what happened at the
Hmm.
last episode. They showed that triangle, that love triangle between the old girl working at the
Uh-huh.
job. But yet they so far in 3 episodes they haven't mentioned anything about that yet.
Uh,
Hmm. Yeah, but this show is all over the place, and I don't know how these are people's favorite shows. To be honest with you, the only reason why I watch it so we can goof on it on here.
Well, I tell shit the same thing. I say these shows be bullshit, but I'm invested into it now because I didn't watch it enough just so I can find out the bullshit they keep adding in.
Right. So rejoice, Philip, because I think Power comes back on next week. Well, Friday or Saturday. I'm sorry, Friday or Saturday. I think that's when it comes on, and this is the last season.
Shit, well, even with Emmett supposedly got all these kids, but they never show him with all his kids. He only got the two that live with him.
Well, they showed. Remember when the second brother had came over, and the two kids there was playing. But like you said, he have a whole bunch of kids, but it'll only be like no,
See,
no, no, it
they only
wasn't.
got the
You're
two that
right.
stay
You're
with him.
right. It
They only
was.
got
It
the two that
was
stay with him.
no. Yep. And her kid.
Yep, it was her
She.
kid and his kid. That's
Yeah.
it.
You're right.
But he's
You're
supposed
right.
to got all these other kids, but they never show the mom and they never show the kids.
No one ever mentioned it. Mom,
Nope.
mom was talking to him. She ain't never mentioned. Well, where's the other kids at? And they
Hmm.
having all this family get together and everything, and you ain't even mentioned the other
But they'll
shows.
always say shit like taking shots at him. Well, you already got enough kids and stuff like that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's a bullshit show and the shitty writing.
Yes. When I say shitty writing, I guarantee you, BMF included, that most of the writers are women. No disrespect to our women or anything like that,
Of course
but
it is.
but if it came to brothers with the Shy and
Hmm.
BMF, it'd be a much better show.
Well, you can tell because a lot of these shows they focus so much on the relationship, who banging who, and all these sex scenes and all this. Men with gangster shows like that, they want to get into the street shit. They don't really care about all this lovey dovey shit like that.
Right. Any other TV shows?
Naked and Afraid XL. You don't watch that, but it's 2
No.
episodes so far. Well,
Hmm.
3 now, and one came on yesterday. Anything else? I thought that was stupid. Back to the shy. I thought that was stupid how Emmett was treating his brother. Like he ain't do nothing. You all adults now, and my man is a nice dude. It's one thing he was a thug, crazy boy in the streets, but he's not. So why you got to be all hard on him like that?
Right. Hmm.
And I don't like how they just popped up now. All these seasons we did watch, they never mentioned another kid. Now all of a sudden he got a brother. I want
Right.
you to meet your brother. Why you ain't want to meet the brothers last season or the season before that?
And it wasn't
And
like
they ain't
his
even mentioned it.
it wasn't like his father wasn't in his life or anything like that, and he just popped in his life. The father
Right.
was always around. So you mean to tell me that this second kid ain't never come up
Mm-hmm.
all these years?
Mom ain't
Eh,
say nothing. You ain't, and your mom knew and your dad knew, but they ain't never happened. I swear they just like to add shit into these stories that they don't need to put there.
Right.
So now we got
Hmm.
it. Now we got the new son in the story. So now we got another story that we can follow, see what's going on with his life. How about you just stick to the main character and what's going on?
Yep. Anything else TV?
Mm-mm. I can't think of nothing.
Well, I did watch what Jennifer did. Jennifer, people need to watch this because you got to learn how to keep your fucking mouth shut. She did all that talking. If I'm a detective or an investigator, I don't know what they call it there in Canada. Do they call it a detective in
I
Canada?
guess a Mountie or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
When she did all that talking, I automatically think, okay, she had something to do with this shit,
The story didn't make sense.
right? And she
You
just
tied up
on.
in a chair, but you made a phone call, and the phone was in your pocket on your butt.
And how about how they made her get up and show how she
Uh-huh.
answered?
Mm-hmm.
They already going to show you what you're talking about. Like, oh no, she's full of shit.
Damn. And when it happened, she walked right past the dad while the dad was being tortured and shit.
Yep. Hmm. And here's another thing. How old was the boyfriend? Because he looked like he was about 35 years old.
I don't know, but he was in them streets.
Right. Old as shit.
And she was sitting there. She went away to college, dropped out of college, but still was getting the checks for college and wasn't saying
Hmm.
shit. Oh, that was
Yep.
crazy.
And then she said that when her parents found out, they told her to give them the money back. I don't even believe that. That's what she
Mm-mm.
told them, the
She wouldn't have had that
detective.
money. She spent that
Right.
money.
Yeah, they said no, I wasn't going to college. Well, no, they said they found out and said that I had to get them the money back. I don't even think I think that she was dragging that I'm still going to college shit.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is with them, I'm gonna give them the pass because they were Vietnamese, and I don't know how they were on English and all that stuff. But you could easily find out if a kid is going to college or whatnot.
True. Or you ain't gotta give her a check. You can send a check right to the school or make the check out to the school. You giving a
Right.
check in her name. You asking for trouble.
Well, nowadays, you got your Facebook and all that other type of information. You know that you can look. Well, the damn colleges will probably have it. I'm talking about Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You can look at and type in your kid's name and see what classes they take. Was they there today? What was the itinerary and all that type of shit. I don't know how it is in Canada, but you can
They
do
might
it.
not. They might not let it because they're almost considered adult once they go to college. So a lot of that shit might be their business unless you have an account. You know what I mean? You might be able to
Right.
sign up to their web page or whatever. You might be able to see like the graduating class for blankety blank year coming up, some shit like that. But I don't think you really
Hmm.
pull up her records
Hmm.
unless you have access to it. You probably need a code and all that shit. She probably can pull up her stuff, but you probably can't.
Right. She
But they
like
should have been making them checks out to the school, not fucking giving her a check in her name.
right. Hmm. And how about when they brought the other guy and the other detective? They brought the other detective and put her in a little room or whatever. I'd
Mm-hmm.
have been if I was her, I'd be like, no, that's okay. I'd rather have some legal representation.
Mm-hmm.
She just kept talking, just wouldn't shut up.
And how much time did she end up getting? I can't
Oh,
remember.
oh, I don't know. Want me to check?
No, you don't have to. I was just wondering. She's a
Uh,
dummy that threw her life away.
that's it for TV. That's the only thing I looked at.
I
TV.
have been watching X-Men 97.
Oh, and what's your thoughts?
I'm up to like episode 8. I
Mm-hmm.
kind of like it. I don't like it's little shit that I don't like. You know what I mean? But for most part, it's cool
Go
because
ahead.
it's still old school, but it still got like that new feel to it for like some of the stuff.
Go ahead. What's the stuff you don't like?
Well, it's the same shit that even back in the day I didn't like how Wolverine was in love with Jean Grey, but he
Yeah.
know Jean Grey is messing with my man and shit, Cyclops, but
Mm-hmm.
he's still acting like she's available. I didn't like that. I didn't know Rogue was banging Magneto and then she's banging other. She's almost like the pass around.
Gambit. You talking
Gambit.
about?
I like Rogue because I like her powers and shit. You know what I mean? She
Mm,
can just absorb other people's shit. I
right.
like that. But yeah, it's cool. I didn't
Y-
know anything about Morph. I didn't know nothing about him.
Yeah.
Cause
Well,
back in the day, I don't remember him being around.
that's the only person they added. Well, you know the thing about the Wolverine thing. Well, you know that's well, you didn't like that back in the day either,
No,
right?
because it's like, damn, she's not available. Why you still sweating her? There's a whole bunch of other women out here.
Yeah. And Morph, that's the only one they added. Bishop wasn't on there. I don't think Bishop was
Yes, he
on
was.
there. Oh, he was.
They showed him for a little while,
Okay.
and they showed Cable for a little while too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Cable was on there. Yeah.
And
But
I haven't been like in the comic book world in a long time. But when they had that baby in my mind, I kept saying, "Damn, ain't they Cable? That supposed to be Cable?" I was thinking in my mind. So then when they tied that, I said, "All right, bet, yeah, they on point."
mhm. Yeah, it's a good Whirlwind show. I want to see since that was the 97 storyline. I want to know what they're going to do the next season.
Well, how many episodes is it? 12 or 10?
12.
12. Because I downloaded 8 and then I binge watched those and then I ain't had no more to watch. So I was like, fuck. I don't watch them
Mm.
at home. I watch them like on my phone going to work or coming from work.
Mhm. Anything else?
Um, Nothing I can think of at the moment.
Any movies?
Uh, I watched a dumbass TV 2B movie last night. It was dumb. It's not even worth mentioning. It was stupid. It was like it got like all the chicks from like fucking Love and Hip Hop and all them on it.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be like Tales from the Crypt or something because it said like an anthology of small stories that's crazy, whatever like that. So I said,
Right.
okay, this seems kind of cool, but it's like a black version. But then it
Mhm.
starts off it has what's the girl from SWV?
Coco.
No, the one with all the money and did the writing.
Oh shit. Who did the writing?
It was maybe it was Escape, not SWV. Escape. What's the
Uh
girl? The one that's on the basketball show where she had her husband on there and all them. What the fuck is her name?
a basketball show on
Candy. Candy. Is that her
okay.
name? Yeah,
No, you
Candy.
you you meant Housewives of Atlanta, not the
All right.
basketball.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get all them goofy shows confused.
Yeah.
Well, she's sitting around a table and she's like, I got a story I want to tell y'all girls. And then she started talking about the story. And then it shows April. The April to pass around John also. She was a housewife, rich black dude, you know what I mean? And she think her husband is cheating on her because he don't want to bang her. So he's texting on his phone and smiling, then he get in the shower. She grabbed the phone. There's a picture of a black dude, like, yeah, I miss you too. Like it's.
I figured he was
Yeah,
gonna go there,
right.
but
So
go ahead.
she's like, I ain't losing my man to no man. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
she's trying to
okay.
trying to put it on him. He's still pushing it off. Well, here this nigga was Slick Willie. He had all these girls in his phone, but had pictures of men as with men names. So
Right.
it'll say like Charles what was the one dude Charles the Carpenter, but it really
Hmm.
was like fucking Claire or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's a black dude picture named Charles or Mike from the gym. You know what I mean? Shit like that. And it was like girls' names.
Right.
And she the whole time she thought it was a dude, and then she wound up setting him up. It was just dumb as shit, no storyline. I was like, man, I wasted my time. I'm going to bed.
When you said small stories, you made me think about Creep Show, and I'm not really
Mm-hmm.
into horror movies
I
like
used to
that,
love
but
the little
that
creep show Jones.
yeah, the Creep Show just like popped right in my head when you said
Mm-hmm. Well,
that.
I thought it was gonna be on along as one of those tips, but it was stupid. At least those Jones had like a little point to it, a little catch, a little story. That Jones was just all over the place.
Hmm. Anything else movie wise?
Uh, I ain't really watched nothing recently I can think of.
Hmm. Well, I watched Expendables. This would be Expendables 4. Did you see it?
No, I only saw one.
Okay, well, Dolph Lundgren said that this movie cost $100 million to make. I don't buy it. I think it's very small budget, and it looks like every scene other than there was a action chase scene, but other than that, every scene looked like it was shot behind a green screen, which is nothing wrong with, but it just don't seem like things were there, where the background or whatever. And I hated how they made what's the girl that the white lady that they all say she's hot. She goes with Machine Gun Kelly. Are they married or are they just going together?
I don't know. You talking about the singer?
No, she doesn't. Machine Gun Kelly, the singer, yeah, she doesn't sing.
You talking about the one with the thumbs, the
Yeah,
big toes for
the
thumbs?
thumbs for yeah,
What was her name? From Transformers. Fuck is
yes.
her name? Megan.
Megan
Oh,
Megan Fox, yeah. I would get her mixed up with Megan Good. Megan Fox. Megan Fox is like in charge of all these old men. Oh, you would hate that, by the way. She's in charge for some miraculous reason. She's in charge of these old ass men, telling them what to do. This is a young white woman, young thin white woman. She's in charge of everybody.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, watchable. Yes, of
On
course.
a scale of 1 to 10, would you give it?
Maybe like a five. Wasn't nothing
Okay.
special about it.
That sounds like something I'll pass on.
All right, and I watched Bob Marley One Love.
I
Bob
got
Marley
that in my
One.
queue. I just never watched it.
I felt it was boring until
Uh-huh.
they started working on the Exodus album, so you get to hear the songs that you
Mm-hmm.
already heard or whatever. So I felt it was boring, and this is like whitewashed. Jay always talked about how he won't watch movies,
Mm-hmm.
biography, because when a family in charge, everything is whitewashed. So Bob Marley around, he never mentions anything about all the children he had on the side. He just in love with his wife. He ain't talk about all the fucking he was doing with all the women and stuff and all the kids he had on the side. That was just completely just mysteriously gone. Like I say, it watchable. It was boring at first until it got to when he went to London. He started doing the Exodus album. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it maybe a 6.
Okay.
Uh, I watched Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody.
Did you like
Uh,
it? I think Shay watched that. I didn't
this
watch it.
is this is the point. We already know the Whitney Houston story. So my question is, it was nothing new there, other than that her and Robin did have a lesbian thing. Her and
Mm-hmm.
Robin had a lesbian thing before she became famous. So she banged Jermaine Jackson, and the girl got mad, and Whitney Houston said, "Look, I want to have a family, and let's just be friends." And after that, they just been
So she kept her
friends.
around, but they were just friends.
Yeah, so she just been friends. Like
But
was working.
Bobby was real mad at her about being around too. So maybe it was more than
They
friends.
they no, they got into that because she was like, well, look, I'm about to get these. This is before she got real popular. She said, look, I'm about to get these deals and all that stuff. I need somebody to have my back. And so her and Robin agreed to have her back. So keep that there. She had her back or whatever. And when Whitney Houston wasn't up to performing and all that stuff and doing drugs and needed help. So Bobby Brown would try to get her to perform and everything like that. So Robin stepped in, and
Mm-hmm.
that's when the argument they had with Bobby Brown and Robin, and he kicked Robin out. And so she turned to like Whitney Houston, like, well, won't you say something? And she wouldn't say anything. So my thing is, we already know the Whitney Houston story. Imagine somebody working 40 plus hours a week and gonna go to the movie theater and pay to see this shit. Like, why would you? Why would you see him? You already know the story. Come to find out that this Michael Jackson, I thought this Michael Jackson thing was going to be a TV show. I didn't know it was going to be a movie. Who was going to pay to see that shit? Now
What
I like
Michael? What do you mean Michael Jackson thing? I ain't.
they're making a Michael Jackson movie where Nia Long is playing Catherine Jackson. and Michael Jackson's nephew is playing Michael Jackson. And when I heard about it, I thought it was gonna be like a Netflix series or some shit.
I hadn't
It's
heard about that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie. Like, who's gonna pay 40 hours to see a Michael Jackson? That you work 40 plus hours a week. I'm gonna pay my hard-earned money to see the same shit that I already know about. That don't make any sense to me.
Right. Now I didn't see no previews. So I'll have to look on YouTube and see if I can catch a trailer or something.
So the trailer and stuff didn't come out, but you can go on IMDb and see like who's
Mhm.
starring in it and all that stuff. But with Whitney Houston, I want to dance with somebody. It wasn't a bad movie. I just
Mhm.
want to pay to see this shit. I
Okay.
also I would give that I would watch that. This was better than Bob Marley.
Mhm.
So I would give it a 6.5 out of 10.
That's not bad.
Yeah, watchable, but you already know what's gonna happen anyway.
Mhm.
And also like Jay said, they kind of whitewashed this also because drugs wasn't a big deal.
Mhm.
I mean, she wasn't like strung out and all that high and all that stuff all the time. So they kind of like kept the drug stuff down.
Mhm.
And she had an intervention with Clyde Davis. Oh, they also had came out that Clyde Davis was gay also.
I can believe that.
Oh no, they said he is gay. He wrote it in his book that
Oh,
he was gay.
okay.
So it wasn't
Well, I never seen nothing talk about that though, but that's why I said I can believe it.
right, yeah, yeah. No, that's not nothing new. But yeah, because she was at the house and it was an older man there, like playing around with Whitney Houston's daughter,
Mhm.
throwing the ball and all this stuff. So he was like, "Who's that? Your neighbor?" And so he make it a way to look that, yeah, no, this is his boyfriend and all that shit.
Mhm.
But the music was good. Whitney Houston. This is Whitney Houston's voice music. The girl
Okay,
didn't
not the
sing.
bullshit.
Yeah, no, she just lip singing the Whitney Houston songs.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that was cool. Like I said, I thought it was better than Bob Marley, but neither one of them I would pay to see.
Right.
And I also watched your Roadhouse. Roadhouse was an old school action flick
See, I
where
never saw the old one.
no. I'm just saying it's an old school action flick where the guy come into town,
Mhm.
don't know nobody, and then the bully of the town terrorizing the neighborhood and all that stuff. Then the hero steps in and save the day. How many times we seen them back in the day?
It's the same old storyline over and over.
Yes. Here's my complaint too. What sister is going to own a roadhouse like this?
None.
And see, they
Even if she got inherited that joint, she would have sold it in a heartbeat.
right. No, it's the bullshit they do. Right, they gotta make everything so inclusive for everybody. We got to have a black one. We
Right.
got to have a
It'd have
female.
been cool if it wasn't no black lady running. There wasn't no big deal. You don't got to keep adding people in if there's nobody there.
Right.
That's what I tell Shay on all our shows. We got to have a tranny. We got to have a gay couple. Two gay men. We got to have two gay women. They like circle every fucking aspect in all our shows.
Right. Right. Yeah, it was no need because come on now, that black woman is not going to run no damn roadhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, how about how she also had the boat too that he was sleeping in?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. That don't make no damn sense. That a roadhouse, a sister, and that little night neighborhood, that little town like that.
And they trash and fight every night at this fucking place. Like, come on,
Right,
be serious. That
right,
shit would have been out of business.
exactly. Uh-huh. So old school action flick. If you into old school action flicks, wasn't bad as I'm describing it or anything. I would give Roadhouse. What did you give it?
I gave it a 6.5.
Yeah, six and
It
a half
had
is
some good
good.
action. You know what I mean? I like how he
Yeah,
beat their ass and then took them to the hospital.
yeah. The action was good in it. The action was good. It's
Hmm.
an old school action movie.
Right.
If it supposedly it did well on Amazon, that
Hmm.
people looked at it. So good for them. Maybe they can do more throwback movies like this since
Right.
with top actors, not just regular people.
Hmm.
Because he's a top actor being in. First, they said that I guess the person that was in charge was mad that Amazon that it was supposed to be a theatrical movie, but
Hmm.
I guess Amazon board and I guess the dude was mad and Well, I guess you should be happy now because they said it did real well on Amazon. So, yeah, good movies, good movies with top actors in these movies. Yeah. So
I,
yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
yeah, I enjoyed it. I do want to see Planet of the Apes when it come out.
Hmm.
I always was a fan of those joints.
Yeah. Well, all right, y'all. You can reach the judge. Anything else you want to add? All right, you can reach the Judgementals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgementals, Instagram at the_Judgementals, or you can email us at PNLJudgementals@gmail.com. All right, Phil.
All right, y'all. Peace out.